Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to do like a build of our apartment because I don't know about you, but in The Sims I love to build wherever we're living, and so I actually did like one whole half of our building, but I ended up leaving every single apartment blank but our own. But here I'm like trying to figure out the floor plan, and then I'm just duplicating it over because it's 2 apartments wide. And this took me, for some reason, so long to figure out. And I don't understand why. But now I'm just making it so that it's... I originally started with 2 high, but that's not... I mean, the apartment complex is 3, technically. But 1 is kind of like halfway underground. So I ended up deciding to do 3. And I did play with terrain tools for the first time, pretty much. And, you know, it turned out okay. You'll see me do that a little bit later. But now I'm trying to figure out the stairwell situation. It took me a hot minute to kind of figure out how I wanted this. And then once I did, it was like, you know, it was pretty easy. But I tried to like do the new stair rotating thing, and that just didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, because like the way it is you go up the stairs, there's a landing by the door, then you turn and go up more stairs, and I think that's the only way. Honestly, I've never been up to the 3rd floor, so don't quote me on that one. I know that's probably bad. I probably should. But then I was having trouble getting my stairs to like sit correctly on the 2nd level for some reason. But I finally figured it out. But see, it took me like so long to get these stairs up here, and I do not know why it was doing that. But I ended up getting it to work. It just took a lot of finagling. But yeah, so I just ended up leaving it like that. Pretty simple. I mean, it ended up working really well, so... Although I did delete some walls, and that was unfortunate. So yeah, here's where I start playing with the terrain tools. And if I'm being honest, I'm not very good at this. I've never really done it before. So, you know, I think it ended up looking okay. Not probably. It definitely could have been done better, but when you come into these bottom... I guess basement apartments is what they're technically called. There's like the little half walls that you walk in on. So I was trying to make them, the ground kind of even to that. And then I wanted it flat-ish. I don't know why, but I did make it flat for some reason. I didn't put anything on it, but... So now I wanted to do... I don't know. I wanted to hide how up against those half walls, you know, it's like such a steep deal, which I did not do a good job on. So if anybody has any tips on how to better hide that, that would be awesome. Please leave them in the comments below. I ended up just lining up these bushes here, and I mean, they looked okay, but you could still tell that there was like a huge hole in the ground. And I wanted to put something in front, and so I was like looking for trees and that kind of stuff. Nothing really fit. I was also pulling things out of debug that I've never seen before. I wanted to do a rock, but as you saw, it floated, and I didn't want it to float. So I decided against that idea real quick. Now I'm just flattening this so that it's, you know, your Sims can walk on it. I'm sure that probably could have walked on it before, but don't quote me on that because I didn't actually try. So then I tried using like the little trees. They also looked like they were floating. So I just put, yeah, those bushes there. They probably also look like they're floating, but it's okay. So now I'm just painting the walkway. That's not quite what it looks like, but good enough, right? So here I could not for the life of me find the concrete they used on the floor anywhere. And so I was like rebuilding the room, and then I don't know, I did it a weird way so that I could concrete all of the apartments but the one I was building for ourselves. so that it didn't cost as much. And then I was just going through and deleting all the lights and doors. But for some reason, I didn't know this happened, but when you copy and paste, for some reason, it placed like a gajillion doors on top of each other, and I couldn't get them to delete, so I ended up just not doing anything about it, and I came back and fixed it later, because I realized that if I hit delete enough, that it would look okay. So I think, yeah, now I'm gonna do the roof. This is pretty much what it looks like. I mean, it's like a basic roof. The only difference is that in my real apartment, the top floor is technically a 1-bedroom, so they don't have this bump out bit on the side. But I realized that after I had done a lot of it, and I was too lazy to fix it. So there's like this little roof piece that comes out right here. And I did some columns, and then I think I put fencing behind the roof, that little like bump out part of the roof. Because there is some there. So I did some fencing and railings, you know. Gotta be safe. Yeah, here I go back to delete all these doors. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before, so I was a little confused. And I'm sure all the windows are the same way, but, you know, I didn't go through and delete those because I wanted them to look the same on the outside. So now I'm just fixing the outside paint. The little entryway has the siding, and then the bottom floor is brick, and the rest of it is this like tan stucco color, so I was just fixing that to make it look more realistic. Yeah, so this is, now I'm gonna start doing our actual apartment, and this isn't exactly what it looks like, but it's what I would love it to look like. So like, it doesn't have nice wood floors on the entranceway and in the kitchen and dining room. It has tile, but I wanted wood, so I put wood. And you know, not all of this furniture kind of fits exactly what we have, but I did go similar to what we have. Like, we have a nice gray couch, and that shelf behind, I actually have a sofa table back there instead of a coffee table. And so I just hung that on the wall back there to put some stuff on. And then over here we have like a little corner where all of the cat stuff is, and then the dog toys are actually in a different place in our real house, but you know, I just put them over there in the other corner, because in that corner where the dog toys are, there is a small bookcase, but I couldn't find one that I thought looked good, so I just didn't put it in. And something I also didn't put in this, because when I built this, I didn't have laundry day yet, and so I did not put in the laundry room, but like against the back wall right there where the food dishes are, there's a small closet where the laundry is. And I used the same layout for the kitchen. I wanted it to look really similar, so I did just put in, I mean, the fridge doesn't have the whole cabinet on either side, but it does have a cabinet above it, so I went ahead and put that in. And I love these cabinets from, I think they're Peacemaker cabinets. They make such good CC. And again, like in the bathroom, this is not the kind of tile that we have. Ours is not this pretty, but I liked it, so I put it in. And it's not quite the same layout. I didn't realize at the time that I could put the toilet like butting up against the shower and it would work. Like, I thought it wouldn't work, so I just kind of made it to what I was pretty sure the Sims could use, even though now I know that they could use it differently. Oh. Okay, so I'm moving a Sim in here now because I wanted to make sure that stuff worked. Oh no, I wasn't actually. So this bed has a glitch, and when you put it down, it disappears, and then if you leave the lot and come back, it shows back up again. So that's what I did. This isn't like, again, the same bed frame we have. We just have a plain platform bed, but you know, if I could design it perfectly, I would have a bed more like that in my room. So in our second bedroom, this is where my office is. So I'm just kind of setting up my desk, and I have 2 screens, so I put that on there. I put like other stuff like plants and pretty things, but I don't have those in my real house because I kill plants, and the cat likes to eat plants, So I don't put real plants anywhere or tall fake plants because she'll get into them and make a mess. So against this wall, I am adding some decorations, but I end up changing that because I played in this pretty quickly after I used it, or made it, sorry. And so I wanted the back of the apartment to be like more like a real apartment. So I actually made like a back deck kind of thing that had stairs that went down into the backyard where I put like a grilling station and a pool and all that kind of stuff. Which isn't actually how this place is, because like I said, what I built, there's a whole nother one mirrored on the other side of the building. But for gameplay purposes, I just thought that would be really fun. So I did end up taking out that tall cabinet. But you'll see that in the screenshots that I take at the end. You'll be able to see I kind of screenshotted the way the back looks after I'd done it. So I have a gallery wall behind my couch, and I wanted it to be pretty similar to what is actually on my gallery wall, but it was kind of hard. You know, Sims just isn't the same as my real life pictures. So I just did, similar. I have like a picture of an old barn and some wedding pictures and that kind of stuff up there. Then against this wall, I think I actually get rid of that picture, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm just adding a few wall things. I downloaded this new hallway CC that I really liked, and so a lot of the wall stuff is that. Now over here by the door, I thought it would be kind of fun. We have a little shelf and a mail bin, I guess you could call it, that hangs on the wall. It's not in this configuration, but I did hang some coats on that hook that I put out there. And then I wanted more of these little cube things in the cube organizer, but it didn't end up working, so I just put them on the bottom, which kind of sucked, but whatever. And then I just filled this up with cool little post-it notes. I actually really like these. The RVSN on the Sims resource I love. They do good stuff. So now I'm just adding stuff to the shelf. Some plants. I think I put some pictures up there. I'm not sure I keep the plant, but I do put some pictures. And then I just put a little clutter on the back shelf here, because we don't have much back there. It's mainly just to hold drinks and stuff. Yeah. Man, I jump around a lot when I do clutter. So when I do, I leave all the cluttering and decoration to the very end, because then I can just go in the decorations tab and it's a lot easier and faster. But it makes for an annoying voiceover because I'm jumping all over the place. But just adding some bits and bobs to the bathroom. I think I feel like I put some sort of painting in here, but maybe I don't. I don't remember though. So now I'm just putting a pendant light over the dining table. Adding some light everywhere. What I wanted to do was put a little shoe rack between the couch and the entranceway, because that's where we keep our shoes, but I don't have a rack, so I think I just ended up putting a bunch of different shoes on the floor. Not that I ever wear heels, so that's not super realistic, but whatever. I didn't clutter up the kitchen very much. I don't know, I just wanted to be kind of clean and simple. I mean, we have a few things on our counter. The treat things in the corner there, that's where my mixer is, but I was like, nah, we'll just put some dog treats there for the look. And then these are the pictures I ended up putting up on this shelf. I really like them. I use them a lot, actually. When I post my dream house build, which I think will be in 2 posts, I use that one all over the place. Now I'm just putting some curtains. I don't actually have curtains in my house, but I am getting them, and so I just put them in, what I want them to look like. So definitely more of a blackout curtain in my recording room, and then some just pretty curtains in the bedroom and the living room. I can't have blinds because the cat breaks them, so I do need some curtains. So here I just put a prettier door. And I have like in this corner some cute little things outside my door, but it just didn't end up looking good, so I just changed it. Okay, so here are the screenshots, the front and the back of the building. I didn't realize we were done, but here's the finished living room. I really like the way this turned out on both sides. Although in The Sims, I probably have enough room for a coffee table. So here's the dining table, and like right back there, that's where the laundry would be. The kitchen, which I absolutely love. I think it turned out really, really nice. And in real life, I would put a tall cabinet here. I don't have one yet, but because I do put the sliding glass door there, I do take that out. And then the bathroom, my recording room, which when I played, it very quickly turned into a nursery because we had kids really fast. But anyway, and then our bedroom. Yeah, at the very end, you'll see, I think, the screenshots of, how I changed it. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you know every time that I post. See you in another one. Bye!